If you're a seller on Etsy looking to increase your sales and visibility, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into the world of Etsy SEO. That is your title and your tags. It is how customers find you. Uncovering the secrets to ranking higher in search results and attracting more customers to your shop. So grab a pen and paper because you won't want to miss these expert tips. First, we will cover why Etsy SEO matters. Then we'll build our understanding of Etsy SEO a bit. We will talk about how it works. And last but definitely not least, we'll go over 7 tips to help you rank higher. If you ever find yourself wondering if there's space for you on Etsy, just take a look at this graph. We see huge growth there during the pandemic 2020. But then we continue to see that each Q4 is a bit higher than the last, and we don't see any decline moving away from the pandemic. That is a massive pool of potential customers we do not want to miss out on. So what exactly is Etsy SEO? In simple terms, it's the process of optimizing your Etsy shop and your Etsy listings to rank higher in search results by using the right keywords and optimizing various elements of your listing. You can make it easier for customers to find your products when they're searching on Etsy or even on Google. The most important and impactful places where your SEO is located is in your title and in your tags. You get 140 characters in your title and you get 13 tags. So how does Etsy SEO even work? Etsy's search algorithm works in 2 main stages: query matching and ranking. First, it matches customer search queries. That's what the customer is typing in the search bar with relevant listings based on factors like what you've placed in your title, what you've placed in your tags, what your categories and attributes say in your listing, and what the first couple lines of your description says. Then the Etsy search algorithm ranks these listings based on factors like your conversion rates, the listing quality score that your listing has, and your customer satisfaction, so how many reviews you're receiving on those listings. This algorithm is really designed to make Etsy money. Therefore, it's also designed to make us money as sellers, because when we sell something, Etsy makes money. So first, Etsy is query matching to make sure that our listing is a good match for that potential customer. So if I have 3rd grade last day of school teacher shirt in my SEO and the person on the other side of the computer screen typed that exact phrase into their search bar, my listing has a good chance of popping up, along with all the other sellers that have that exact phrase. So the next thing Etsy has to do is now, out of all of the listings that have a good match, now they're going to put the ones toward the top for that customer to choose from that are more likely going to be the one the customer is going to purchase from. And Etsy is figuring, well, if you've already sold from that listing, if people are happy, the reviews that they're leaving, then that means they're more likely to purchase from you. If you have a new listing, Etsy still wants to find out if it could be a winner listing. So it does give you a boost for a period of time. And that period of time depends on search volumes for the niche that you're designing in. They're going to let a certain amount of search volume come through and see if anyone interacts with your listing. If they don't, then they stop showing your listing. If they do start interacting with it, that listing has a chance to move up through the ranks and get some of those other pieces we mentioned, like a good review, some sales, and get clicked on more. Now let's talk about how you can improve your Etsy SEO and boost your rankings. Here's some key things to keep in mind when putting together your Etsy SEO. First, relevance of the listing. Etsy looks at a listing's title, tags, categories, and attributes and tries to figure out how aligned they are with the buyer's search. The closer the match, the higher your listing ranks. You want to make sure that you are using relevant tags. So if I have an end of year school shirt for a 3rd grade teacher, I don't want to use a tag like beginning of the year school shirt if it really wouldn't apply there, even though there's large search volumes for that concept of being at the beginning of the year. You want it to be a very relevant match. Otherwise, you're going to get ignored in search results and very quickly lose rank. You want relevant keywords so that your listing is really relevant when it does wind up in front of those customers. You can still mix in broad search term, like in my example, I could also put, and I would put, teacher shirts, but I wouldn't put something that was not relevant, like a different type of teacher shirt. Like in the example I gave, if it's an end of school year teacher shirt, I am not going to then put a tag that says beginning of school teacher shirt. Next, let's talk about the quality of the listing. But first, I'll take a minute just to invite you to go down and subscribe if you're enjoying this content and you'd like to see me pop up more often in your feed. Hi, I'm simply Shawna, in case we haven't met before. And if you're a regular around here, I will encourage you to go boop the like button so I know you're enjoying this content. That helps me plan future content. Let's get back to the quality of the listing. Etsy looks at a listing's conversions to determine a metric called the listing quality score. A conversion just means that someone clicked into your listing and they actually purchased from it. The higher the conversion rate, the higher the listing score you're going to receive, which is going to get you higher ranking with your listing. You're going to start to notice how a lot of the things we're going to be mentioning in this list are very much interconnected. So that first thing we mentioned with having relevancy and being very relevant with your title and in your tags so that your listing is only showing up in front of people that are actually searching very specifically for the type of design that you put together really interconnects with this next piece of your listing earning a high quality score. Because if people, first of all, are ignoring your listing and going right by it, you're not going to receive a high quality score. But then once they click into your listing, they're much more likely to purchase it if it really was a very good fit for that customer. Now, there are things beyond relevancy that you need to have in place in order to really get people to convert into a customer. And I do talk a lot more about that in this video here. I will leave it linked down in the description if you want to check that one out. The third thing we want to keep in mind when we're trying to rank higher on Etsy with our listings is the age of the listing. Newer listings get a slight temporary boost in their rankings. This boost can last a few hours or a few days, depending on the product's search volume. This allows Etsy to understand how shoppers interact with each listing and influences that listing score. During that period of time, if people are clicking on it, they're favoriting it, they're liking it, maybe they even purchase it, then it's going to get moved up in the ranks and continue to get pushed out. But if it's getting ignored and it's getting passed up in search results and not getting clicked into, then it's going to taper off and not get shown to many people. Let's talk about customer and market experience. Etsy wants to give buyers a smooth browsing and purchasing experience. To do that, its search engine also factors in the seller's customer service history by looking at those reviews. And this can also include a store's about page, the policies, of course, the ratings and the reviews. Etsy then scores shops based on the experience that shop is offering and rewards high scoring sellers by favoring their listings in search results, because customers are likely to have a better experience with those shops. So what that has looked like for me in understanding this piece is if I get a bad review from a customer, I reach out to that customer and I'm super duper like dripping with syrupy niceness, even if I think the customer's wrong. So I might say, hey there, I noticed you left a 1-star review or a 3-star review. I am so very sorry that you had a bad experience. As a small business owner, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your choosing to shop with me when there's so many great options to choose from on Etsy. I'd love to take care of this for you and give you a great experience. This way I take care of them, whether it means I need to refund them or send them another print. And many times they will go back and change the review for me. So this next one I feel is a little bit debatable. Competitive shipping costs. You definitely don't want your shipping cost to be too much. You want it to be competitive. But according to Etsy's study, shoppers are 20% more likely to buy an item if the purchase comes with free shipping. For this reason, the cost of shipping is an Etsy ranking factor. So sellers with lower shipping costs, or even better, those that offer free shipping, could likely see their listings rank higher in search results. So I felt that that was a little bit up for debate because perhaps that varies per product, those kind of results with the shipping. I took a survey of 20 shops that perform really well that sell shirts and sweatshirts. Out of those 20 shops, only 2 of them were offering free shipping. So if you're not offering free shipping, I would not suggest you run out and try to change that in your shop. 18 out of the 20 shops were charging for shipping. So the majority of shops that I surveyed were actually doing quite well while charging for shipping. Going back to competitive shipping costs though, then sure, you would not want to make your shipping costs too much. The next factor we're going to discuss is Etsy shop location. Local shops have a slight advantage in search results within their area. And I know I have noticed this myself. My sister-in-law, who doesn't live very far away from me, and my friends who all have Etsy shops. We have another channel that we have been documenting their journeys on called No Friend Left Behind. If you haven't checked it out, I'll leave it down in the description below if you'd like to check it out. They're all making sales, and we work in a lot of the same niches, and we will have people reach out to several of us. Or we'll see in the favorites that someone favorited something of mine and then something of my friends right underneath that. And so it's always interesting to see that. And so we've seen firsthand how people who are local might be seeing search results based on the fact that we're local to them. And the last one is the one that I think is the most interesting and why I really double down in listings that start to grab traction, just meaning that I make more listings in that niche for this very reason. Context-specific rankings, CSR. A buyer's browsing behavior, including what products they clicked on and items they bought previously, is also factored in Etsy rankings. Etsy uses a technology called context-specific ranking to serve up personalized search results and strives to give each buyer the most relevant listings depending on their past behavior. For this reason, I wind up with a lot of repeat buyers because they wind up having me show up in their search results again because of their past purchase history, and I have more items for them to purchase when they go in looking for something else in that niche or another t-shirt in that niche. And there you have it, the ultimate guide to mastering Etsy SEO and boosting your sales. By implementing these expert tips and being aware of these concepts, you can improve your shop's visibility, attract more customers, and ultimately increase your Etsy sales. That's what we all would like to do. So what are you waiting for? Start optimizing your shop today and watch your views increase. You'll want to watch this video next so we can keep chatting about SEO, but of course not until after that tip from Tucker. Tucker, take it away.